In this video, we're going to have a look at how to make some custom sale messages. So you'll see here that we have these items on sale. This one is only 8 left. This one says down to the last 3, only 6 left, only 5 left, only 8 left. And you'll see that the stock figure is only listed on the items that are on sale. And if the sale goes below a certain value, we get this message here down to the last 3. So to demonstrate that, if I head over here into the belt and I'm going to change that stock level, so down to inventory, I'm going to make that a 2. Let's go back, and now we go back to our shop, and now you'll see that it now says down to the last 2. Right, that's automatically generated based on the inventory level. To make that happen, I've used a plugin called Code Snippets, and Code Snippets is there just to do the function where we write the function. And if I head over here on the left hand side to my snippets, I'm going to scroll down, and here we have the content that we've inserted into our WooCommerce grid. And in a previous video, we looked at some of the other features, but in this one, we're looking specifically at the items on sale. So if I was to remove that function and head back to the website, you will see now that all those sale messages are gone. So to reapply, let's head back into WordPress, and now we start by writing our function and by underscore, let's say, sales stock. Right, so that's just the basics for the function. The next thing that we want to do is determine where to insert the information on the website, and we want to do it just before the price so that people see that message and then see the price. So to do that, we can have a look here on this Business Bloomer website. They have a visual guide to the hooks, and we can see that we want to hook in after the shop loop item title. And I'm going to go back to my functions here, and you'll see that in the previous function that we had, we hooked into that as well. So I'm going to hook into that like that. I'm just going to change the priority to 10. That determines the order of the items in the grid. So I'm going to just, 10 is the default, and then I'm going to replace that with the name of my function so there's no conflict. Now we'll just save the changes so that we have the basics in place. The next thing that we need to do is access the global post variable. That way we can get the ID of the individual product items, and we're going to use that then to get some of the other information we need for the sale. So now what I need to do is, now that I have the ID, now what I need to do is get the product information. So the way that we do that is we can go product, and that's equals to WooCommerce underscore get underscore product, and then we put in the post ID. Right, so now we're going to get the product information for this particular item, and that will do it for each item in the grid view. And the next thing we need to do is get the stock number. So now we just go stock equals, and we say, now that we have the product information, that we can go product and get stock quantity. Let me just spell that correctly. Quantity. So let's just fix that spelling mistake there. Alright, so we get the global post variable. We then get the product information by the post ID. Then we say the stock is equal to the product, and we say get stock quantity, and I can just close those brackets. So now we have the stock quantity, and now we need to apply it, but we only want to apply it to items that have a sale price. And now we get the sale price. So sale underscore price, and to do that, we know we need to get post meta. It's a value in the database, and to get that meta value, we're going to go once again the post ID, and then the value is the name of that field is sale underscore price, and we set that to true. So now what we're doing is we're just having a look to see if there's a value in the database for the sale price. Now what we need to do is only apply this to items that are on sale. So we're going to go if, and then sale underscore price, and we're just going to say if the sale price is greater than 0, and now that will only apply to items that are on sale. But what we also want to do is make sure that it's only applied to products that are on sale and that have stock. So let's just fix that. So now we have our stock variable here. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to say and stock. So now we're saying if the sale price is greater than 0 and there is stock, then do the following. Now we have two things that happen. The one is when the stock is below a certain value, then we want to highlight the price a bit more. So if we go if, and we do another if statement, and we say if the stock is less than 5, then do something, else do something else. So if it's less than 5, then let's just echo, I haven't done any styling or class, so what I'm going to do is create the div, right? So we create the div, and then I'm just going to do some styling, and that'll be equal to color. Let's make the font color red, and the font weight, let's make that 600, so it's a little bit bolder than normal. So we say echo that in the div. So we have our div, right? And now what we need to do is just have the text. So we'll say only, and now we're going to put in the value of stock. So let's do that now. So we know that the stock number is stock only, and then we need to just add the last bit, only so many left, put an exclamation mark, and let's close the div. So here we say if it's less than 5, then we're going to have some red text that's slightly bolder and say only so many left, or else the standard message would be something along the lines of let's just say style equals, and let's just go color of red. Right, so we have the div style color of red, and here we might want to put something else in, or here maybe let's change this. Let's say down to the last. So in the top one, we're saying we're down to the last however many are left. And here, maybe here we'll say only, and then we'll go stock. Let's just say left, and then let's not put an exclamation mark, and then let's close that div. Right, so very basically then, if it's less than 5, it will say down to the last, and if it's more than 5, and let's say smaller than, let's say equal to or smaller than 5, else, so if it's greater than 5, so from 6 onwards, it will then just say only so many left. Right, so let's save that. Right, and you'll see that there was an error in the code, and you'll see what I like to do is just copy the code before I save, so I can just paste it back in, and we just need to have a look here, And that's because you need to go smaller than or equal to, not equal to, and then smaller than. So smaller than or equal to, let's save that. Right. Now when we have a look at the website and I refresh, you'll see that we have the correct message, but it's in the wrong position. It's too low down. I want it above the price. So to change the position, quite easy then, head down here and I'm going to change that then to 5. And now when I go back and I refresh, you'll see that that has moved up to just above the price. So the nice thing now is that we have only 8 left down to the last 3, and maybe that question mark looks a little bit out. So we can take that out. So yeah, that's pretty much then how easy it is to add a custom sales message to your archive view inside WooCommerce. So I hope you found that useful, and thank you for watching.